Greetings, humanity. I am Jim, and I use he, him pronouns, and I am here once again, about to return to Pools, which is a kind of a liminal horror game. Psychological horror, in this case, more than anything else. It's a walking simulator where you're in a bunch of uneasy locations. Kind of an art thing. So I thought I would return to it. It is time. It is time. I hope everyone is well. I am doing okay. But I kind of need to escape reality for a little while. Not sure why I'm fleeing to a space that's, kind of a psychological horror space, but here we are. We'll see how this goes. Real life continues to do the real life thing, alas. But we are here. And we will do things. And for me, streaming is therapy, so let's go. Except when therapy is therapy, in which case it's not. But that's another thing entirely. We made it to scenario number 3. We stopped at the beginning of scenario number 3. So we shall now start scenario number 3. Here we go. I'm finally also glad that I made it to the stream before it got dark outside. I keep trying to stream in like the afternoons like I used to, and it keeps not happening. And I would like to stream more often if I could. But there's, real life stuff I gotta focus on very soon, so lots of that happening. So we slid here down this wee tunnel. We're going to... Where is that light coming from? Could just be me. How strange. Once again, they have said that there are no monsters or jump scares per se. I haven't encountered any yet. I suspect as, a lot of things are structured this way, I suspect that we might be descending into hell. Not sure. But we can crouch. We cannot jump. We might need to crouch in a moment. We don't. Oh, good. So we'll see where we are. This is a round place. Here we have a place where we have submerged a bit. I'm gonna head over here. Again, this water is not the healthiest color I've ever seen. But this area looks slightly different from the previous areas. It has it has black tiles. The other places did not have quite this motif. There's a lot of back and forth. There's been very little that I've seen actual movement of things, but, it has happened. Oh, great. We enjoy the darkness. It's our friend. That's a way down. Into what? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, there's a railing. Never mind. Couldn't I see a thing? You know, I know there's stuff right over there, but of course, for some strange reason, I don't know why I'm doing this, but I felt like plunging into the darkness would be a good idea. That's a wall coming up, right? Okay, good. All right. The sense of completion, that sort of ADHD, OCD need to visit the furthest walls to make absolutely sure we're not missing anything. Must have every mote of content available. Hang on. Wall. Railing. I wish to complain to the architect. This looks like it could be a waterfall or something. Sounds like a waterfall or something. This is a reflection of a where the hell are we? What is this? What is going on? Okay. Yeah, this is the thing that gets me. Great. Like, I've been really calm up until now. Yes, really calm. Where? What? Reflection coming from where? Don't know. Deep abyss. Liquid stuff. Don't know. We're in a place where there are things. That's like flotation device, I think. I don't see things aside from... It looks like another flotation device. Yes, it is. Ish. We saw one near the end of the... I don't understand how this is happening. We saw another flotation device near the end of level 2. And it was just sort of sitting there on its own in this little pool. And my thought about it was that it was there just to give us the idea that here is the thing you can push around in the pool. Because it might become necessary to do that at some point to go further. I don't know. I am just speculating. But here we are. Anyway. Now we go here. It's all been fairly linear this level so far. No real choices as of yet. But look now, a choice. Here we have also these this little inflatable thingy. And we should be able to push it. Yes. See? That's all we can do, though. I can't actually do much with it aside from that. So we can go up there. We can go into the water and around there. This is, you know, the thing I usually do. I just wander around until I've kind of learned the level, and then we do other stuff. This is another such pool where we can practice pushing the things. Can we go under them? No. And it's this weird thing where it's like you can't actually bring any of these with you, right? Like you can get this far. Oh, hey. That's funny. That's the first time I've been able to do that. I'm now standing on top of a thing. So you can become taller, and this now, there is no way to move this any longer. You can only move it if you're in the water. I can't pick up anything. I don't have that command. Oh, wait. It is letting me push it. What the hell? is it letting me push it? Let me try something. No. I don't know how it was. Do you hear something moving? Or am I just frightening myself? Who knows? Let me see what's over here before I head up the stairs. Okay, I'm gonna go up the stairs. I was able to push that further than I thought I'd be able to. That's pretty cool. Nope. I hoped if you know, my feet were still wet, perhaps that would do it. It did not. I don't know how I pushed it down that corridor. It's magic. I do not understand the strength. Well, everything really is still just going in one direction. The magician's choice, I see. Choice? What's that? Hallway. Sauna? Yes, this is a sauna. Can we sit? We can. I've never actually been to one of these. I've just seen them on television and such. Once again, we have no self. But, you know, who needs a sense of self nowadays? A sense of self in this economy? Yeah. Can't see crap, but... sit here and steam. Are we done cooking? Yes? No? Probably not. Okay. Fascinating. Okay. It was cool. Or perhaps the opposite of that. Not sure. There's another one. Other steam room. Yes. Heat upon heat upon heat. Much heat. Yeah, I don't want to spend too much time in there because I don't want to forget what direction I'm heading in out here. We must investigate. We must. We have to. Hello. More steam. More steam! Yeah, I think I get the gist of this. Can't really see much. Okay. Why do you keep going into every steam room, Jim? I have to. Don't you understand? It's important. I must see. I must understand. I must reach enlightenment. I don't feel that enlightened. Just, you know, warm. Okay. Who would voluntarily go into a steam room at this time of year? It's very hot. Temperature's quite high at the time that I'm recording this. Is that a toilet? Yeah, probably. Okay, that's a passageway. Is this just basically a... Yeah, that's a toilet. In a kind of a public place. Public area. Ah, okay, yes. Now we have choices. I think. Who knows? Do we have choices? Maybe. Is choice an illusion? In real life? Who knows? I don't think there's anything over there that I can tell. Hello. Okay, so we have this. This is interesting. There's some tubes we could go down. Leading to different areas. I'm not gonna do these yet. I might momentarily. But you know, actually, yeah, why not? We're here. Ah! Okay, that was fun. Okay, that's another. That might be different. I'm just curious. You're gonna slip on the floor. I want to see this one. Yeah. This one's much longer. Ah! Smack. Yeah. Yeah, we see what's happening here. This was just its own little self-contained room. Just isolated. have to wonder what was in the other direction. Like, do we want to keep going, or do we want to double back and look back in the other direction? Because, like, there was stuff that way, I think. There's still a place to check out in this direction, but I'm just curious about some things. This, I think, comes out by this toilet. But what's over here? Right? It's like you could have gone left or right, and if you'd gone right, what's over here? A similar choice. Looks like. Wait a minute. The same choice. Is it? Yes. Huh. Interesting. So, like, this just led back here. Huh. So that was really it. That was, yeah. That was the only way to go from there, right? I'm not imagining it. No. No, that was just this over here. Okay. So really, the way forward is here. And a green opening. Or an opening that looks green because it is... it has a green thing in it. Literally. Flotation device. Duck. Which I think means we're going in the right direction. I think the ducks mean you're heading in the right direction. Or the horribly wrong direction, depending on how one looks at this. Sit down in this chair for a moment. Breathe without lungs. Yeah, a suspicion I have about this is that we might be dead. This is just a descent into hell, but we'll see. We'll see. Mm-hmm. You ever find yourself in a place with a lot of strange columns? And hear something. That's Big ass slide. This Chekhov slide. I know. Probably have to be around for more acts in order to fulfill its purpose if it's that. But, yep, okay, yeah, no. So we know that that's going to go there into that space. Let's look here first. Is there a restroom? Shower room? That's, okay. It's interesting being able to push things. This is relatively new. That's a restroom. That's empty, but darker for some reason. That's what that is. Ah, good. Excellent. We've caused problems there. That's good. Accessing the facilities. Went the wrong way. That's all right. All right. But it's good to know those facilities exist, even though they are not, perhaps, up to code. Here we go. Once more. Hurtling forward into the unknown. Bunch of little flotation devices. It's like, you wonder if it's going to be a puzzle of some kind. Do we push these forward as part of a puzzle? Don't know. Should we, like, collect as many of these as we can in this direction? Winders! It'd be nice to be able to see out of them. It's probably just bright light beyond. But, yeah, this is different. These are like house windows or building, well, you know. Not that, yeah, it's the other lights were not shaped like windows, I'll just say. There are a lot of things that, there have been a lot of games that are sort of variations on this that I've been looking at. Some more horrific specifically than others. Okay. More choices. Hear that? That way is dark. It's like... yeah, it's like there's water being sprayed. On a semi-regular basis. Oh. No, it's just a steam room. Another steam room. Oh, but it's a steam room with exits. With another exit. Right. To another steam room. Where you can't see crap! I see nothing. Aside from the ability to just sort of sit here. We step on the... no, we can't. It doesn't let us step there. Doesn't let us step on the hot rocks. You ever get lost in the steam room? Is this advisable? More strange spaces. So before we go down there... What? You don't want to hang out with the mannequins? I don't understand. Why wouldn't you want to hang out with a bunch of mannequins? Because I want to see what's in the other direction before I commit to, you know. Just hanging out with a bunch of mannequins. Not that this is that much better. Oh, it's nothing. Great, okay. Right, mannequins it is. Like, they're just doing the illusion of choice. Okay. There seems to be a lot of that on this level. You can kind of see here. Still very warm. Alright. In we go. Just submerge for a moment so that we can feel better about ourselves. And that's the cool thing. The mannequins are not moving, I don't think. But if you submerge and come back up, it looks for a moment like they are. I say this is a cool thing. Alright, here we go. Hello, friends. Because you're bobbing around in the water, also, there's this illusion that it's moving. It's neat. Oh, sorry. Okay. Just gotta scoot by you. That's another toilet. Strange obsession. Okay. Yay, feet. So. This is interesting. Oh, I was going to have tea. I don't have tea with me. I am sad now. That's okay. I'll have tea later. We're about to have a slight problem with gravity, aren't we? So, I feel like most public swimming pools don't do that. I guess it depends on how, they set things up within the individual municipalities, but one would imagine there are regulations about how gravity works. Yeah, we're definitely violating some laws here. Definitely. I feel as though this is, yeah, this is not a thing. Who told them they could do this? Very cool. That's just wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. But no one was here to regulate them, so they did it anyway. Ah, cursed non-Euclidean architects. So we're now, heading up? Kinda looks like, ish, yeah. I mean, up and down don't really mean anything anymore, do they? Did they ever? What am I seeing reflected here? There's a thing I'm seeing reflected. Like a horseshoe shape. You're seeing it too, aren't you? Tell me you're seeing it too. It's the, it's this, isn't it? It's the, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm not blocking that reflection though. Let me fix something real quick. Yes. Let me do that. There we go. Okay. Back to this. Yeah. There's people for whom gravity is just a suggestion. Oh dear. Hey, there we are. The hell? So we've now crossed 2 planes of gravity, I think. So we went, to be clear, sorry, I know I'm harping on this. So we went up 90 degrees. We're heading up. And now it's correcting and moving forward again by heading again to the right or left, depending on how you're looking at this chart. In my head, it's on the right, 90 degrees. Good Lord. Yeah, they're definitely now herding us toward a very specific point. Funneling us, one might say, haha. Tally-ho. I mean, how many... Ah! Yeah, that must feel great. No water to land on. That's fabulous. Are you sure you're not in a cyclopean space? Hi, Unstable Days. That's a good question. I don't think so because it's not big enough. Well, I say that, and here we are. Well, wait a minute. There are spaces that are definitely more for, you know, human-sized, that are more human-sized, but at the same time, then we do have a few more cyclopean-looking spaces, big spaces. And that actually is an interesting question because there's a thing where, like, well, going back and looking at the toilets that are not functional and that are in sort of various stages of their appearance, seeing the statues that are kind of representative of people, but not. This area that's sort of a swimming pool, but isn't exactly. It is kind of like some other thing tried to build something that would look normal to a human being, to lure them further and further down into its halls. You certainly have some strange geometries present. Yeah, very much so. We had a delightful time a little bit ago walking up a wall. And it's just fascinating. It's fascinating. I think that, this could have been built by Cyclopses. We don't know. Or other massive creatures. And that built the little corridors. Maybe it's like building a dollhouse for them. You can imagine, like, the Ithians or other strange... Ah! Relativity. I know that piece. I was going to say, if you can imagine beings who do not operate by, under Euclidean architecture. We're definitely getting into more non-Euclidean architecture. Yes. Escher was here. I have, I used, if I recall correctly, yes, the specific drawing, painting, this is similar to, is called Relativity. And I used it once, several years ago now, in a one-shot that I ran in Fate Accelerated. I used to run it at, well, I ran it a few times for a few different groups. It was always online. I tried running it at a con once, but no one signed up for it. Perhaps they were terrified. I don't know. But the idea was that the PCs were all paintings. We're all beings from paintings and going into basically painting land and finding different areas. And there was one, not exactly like this, but it was, inside the painting Relativity. Yep. It's clear now. They're messing with us. If these are beings that don't use space the same way that we do. Yeah. We're probably, I don't know if we're going to end up over there, but it will be interesting. Fun with geometry. I doubt we're going to end up over there. There's a chance we could, but there are a lot of things we've seen that we just don't necessarily approach. I'm going to go check that out in just a moment. There's an area in the warehouse from Warehouse 13, which is similar architecture. Escher actually helped design it. Oh, nice. I have not seen Warehouse 13 yet. It's on my list. Sorry, folks. I'm not trying to interrupt anything. I hope I'm not interrupting anything. Frustration. Universal frustration. Yes, we've all experienced that. Not as a spectator sport per se. Or are you actually looking down from the gallery onto them, or are you looking ahead? You're looking ahead, I think. Doing okay? I'll leave you. Oh, good luck finding it. You own the DVDs. Oh. I didn't know if it was, if it had vanished into the ether. But that was recent enough. I don't know. You never know. Yeah, some shows you can find, some shows you can't. And, yeah, it's on my list, but it's not terribly high on the list. So one day, perhaps, if it still exists anywhere, I will see it. If I live long enough. Ah. What have we here? It largely has vanished into the ether. I know that, yeah, it's often hard to find. Yeah, there are a lot of things that are hard to find. Speaking of Cyclopean, is that same damn sculpture? No, this is just a regular chair, I think. Ooh, yeah, the edges are playing with us. Sculptures immersed in water. That's really cool. I wonder if there are any art pieces that do this. To be fair, the man was sitting on a closed toilet. Yeah. Well, again, that once again speaks to this idea I had that maybe, yeah. See, that's a slatted chair, a slatted plastic chair, but it speaks to this idea that maybe this is this place was designed by someone who knows what human things look like, but perhaps does not fully understand them. It is interesting, though, that on this level in particular, it does seem like we're being herded in one very specific direction. Even though there are a lot of twists and turns to get there. Hello. Hello. I hear music in the background. Soothing music. Let us sit and stare into oblivion for a while. Yes. Yes. Once again, no self. There is no us. There is only the chair. No, don't look there. Just be calm. Be calm. Stare into the light. No, that's terrible for your eyes. I have no eyes! Alright. Just relax. I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything. Oh, God! These are deeper and darker, and the doors open more slowly, and what was that? We just sort of go through, and it registers as we go through. Interesting. Hello. This feels like if the YMCA had a dark side. Yes. Yes, that's very true. That's very hello. Yes. It's not fun to stay at the YMCA. Yeah. Someone. Yes. We need to talk about the architect that designed this YMCA. We have issues here. Walls aren't supposed to do that. You're not supposed to. Not supposed to be walking and suddenly find yourself walking at a 90-degree angle from where you were a minute ago. I am complaining to the city about this. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Ah, jeez. There had been a map. Huh. More sounds. I'm just going to step straight through because I have no idea what's where. And I've stopped. Okay. There might be a way out. Could be there. Just out of curiosity. Because, yeah, the configuration of this room is actually pretty simple, I think. Yeah. I am going to check to see if there's anything similar on the opposite wall. Probably not. I'm guessing. Oh, the weird sounds increase the further you go. Nope. Okay. Yeah! Over here. Breathing. You hear the breathing? Here we go. Down into the, I know not what. Down into the glistening nothingness. Hello? Chapter 3 completed. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that sound was supposed to be. Were we falling? Were we... Whence did we just arrive? There's water over here. I can't see crap. And it's like there's water, but this is a wooden floor, right? You hear the water, but you see the wooden floor. Okay. Okay. Well, this is an interesting spot. I'm gonna proceed into the next chapter, but I'm gonna take just a second. We're to get a point. We just had this happen. I need to take just a second to take care of a couple of things. Whilst the world acts weird. And I will be right back. Yes. I think I'm going to start some tea. I'll be back in just a moment. The tea is calling. It wants something. I'm not sure what it wants. We'll find out. One moment. Hey folks. Now in roughly 10 minutes or so, my tea kettle is going to cry out in terror. It will shriek with an ungodly keening, and I shall have to leap up and go rescue it. I just want to warn everyone ahead of time. That will be happening. So, back to this. We're in chapter 4. And now we're no longer underwater, even though it looked like... Isn't that weird? That's very strange. At the sounds of being underwater without actually being underwater. Or in water. There's a door here. Leading to the steamy plate. Well, what looked like the steam plate. Okay, they're really messing with us now. We've passed through another weird barrier. It's like... Hard to say what it's like. Like that film of water just flew over us. Film of liquid. We once again have multiple directions to go in, I think. See, we have this as an option. And then we also have that as an option. So much tile. Very pretty. Very pretty. So this is, of course, more familiar territory. Sort of back in sort of the pools zone we were in before. Maybe... Hey! Yes, I mean, every public pool has one of those, doesn't it? I mean, I seem to recall. I could be mistaken. Weird, in certain places you stand near the light, you can hear things. I could be mistaken. I could just be imagining it. This looks very interesting. Before we do this, though, I'm going to go back the other way and look to see if there's... Because I can't stop myself. I must go look to see what's down the other way. Lurking and working. Hi, Prax. Please feel free to engage in abject lurkery. I'm just here in this Strange non-Euclidean YMCA. Because when your city architect goes too far, as he designs the local Y. Too many faces, they said. Don't you have giant faces like this at your YMCA? Hard to say, really. I suppose. Is that a ladder? That's a ladder. There's a problem with that. As it descends into water. And apparently, and living people need oxygen. We might not need oxygen, though. We've been in a strange space. Let me actually check something. It is interesting. We're being given a choice, I suppose, maybe, at least for right now, of whether we want to explore stranger depths or if we want to go back to the familiar. I do not like this. Yep, okay. That's another rewind. Okay. Yep. Okay. Just had to check that out. I don't know that... Is this an actual... Oh, it is. It is an actual hallway, but I fear now that this actually leads somewhere. That we're gonna need to check out. That's more pool rooms. I wonder if those were two different ways of getting to the same spot again. Don't know. Ah! Do you hear it? It cries out! It cries out to be released! One moment, please. Why not, he thought to himself. Why not start making tea while you're streaming? So in about another 10 minutes, I gotta go and get that. I wonder if I'll remember. We'll see. I wonder if this is supposed to connect up with the other one. Because we're kind of swinging back in the same direction, I think. Was this where we stepped in, or is this elsewhere? Yes. It's always a good time for tea. I agree. Tea is one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Or can be. I just sort of left that other passageway without thinking. And just wandering willy-nilly down these spaces, not sure where they go. Yeah. Huh. Huh? Well, that one doesn't open. That's, more like a regular door. No. No, I worry about that. I'm just trying to see if this connects back up. Right now, that's my priority. But we'll see. We'll see if any of this is true. We'll see what this is. Or if we're just in a new space. Because the purpose of this thing is to experience the space, I imagine. I wish to experience the space. Are you sure you want to experience the space? I mean... I don't know. Are we hopelessly lost? I wouldn't say hopelessly. More of these. Well, at least that one, they got the proportions right. I don't know why I feel compelled to look in all of them. I can't tell if that's a wall or a hallway. I think that's a hallway. That one functional? Might be. Oh, also, they've just been keying up the background just a bit. Is there naught to do but wander aimlessly? There was, perhaps, another way to go back there. I couldn't see it clearly, but it perhaps existed. I must make a decision now. Do I want to double back and go all the way back through there and see if I can look in that other direction? It is a strange thing. There's so many of these. This is interesting. But also, I am wondering if this leads to another thing, and I want to explore. I want to explore everything! That's the problem. My problem is I want to explore too many things. You see. Too many things. I am too interested in this place. And I want to see all of it. They will not let me see all of it. Unless I make them show me. I can't remember where I was now anymore. Part of the problem, you see. Oh, hey. That's a thing. Haven't been quite here before. No. I don't think, unless this is where we entered. No, this can't be where we entered. Place is huge! And the opposite of level 3. Where you were just sort of, they were just sort of showing us through specific spots. Yes, yes, giant face. We've all seen it before. I just want to see what's over here. Because I'm curious. Okay, yes, that was there. We remember that. And then we never went further. And I kind of want to know if this connects up. But I think now I've seen enough of that area that I will know if it does. Maybe. Not an abyss, just very dark. Okay. Too much. I'm looking in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of purple floating, purple inner tubes. Not exactly an inner tube. Like it is and it isn't. What do we call these things? It's a flamingo! They're flamingos. Or, you know, things like flamingos. Flamingoid floating devices. Flamingoid flotation devices. Oh, there's more. More this way. And I think before we go too far this way, we should see also. Wait. Wait. Ha! Okay, yeah, we're getting into areas that look like this. So yeah, I think this does connect up. I think it does. It is weird though, because I don't really know what should be where, you know? Do we have this? This area. And I think that is, yeah, that was where we just were. It's strange how these spaces are made to look much bigger than they are. It's fascinating. And of course, that's the thing, is if we approach from here, we can see there's something down that way. And it all looks a little different. Whereas approaching from, I think it was right here. This is where we approached from earlier. We've been in this room. Anyway, there's a thing this way. Back here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yes, I'm now satisfied that we've looped around and we're all kind of in the same space at this point. Good, good. Do we want to see what's up here? And we came in through, you know, and from that direction. I can't remember the specifics any longer. But we're curious what's up the ladder. And it's more of this. Ah, okay, no, I see. I think I actually recognize which one we're in. We came up, okay, yeah. I think this is like the leftmost, like the earliest one. Can't really see anything beyond this window. That's okay. All right, I'm gonna rescue the tea real quick. It is probably had sufficient steeping time. This will take but another few moments. You can either stare at this or down this way. We'll stare at this. Just a few moments. Ah, lungs. Hello. I have tea. I have just poured the tea. Now I must put things in it. Vitally important, this part of the ritual. The adding of the things. It's still quite warm. Okay. Now that I have tea, maybe my brain will begin working a little more. We'll see. All right. Let me turn off that other audio. Okay, here we go. All right, it's a question of like, do you want to be up here or down there? They seem to be funneling us towards this, towards all of this. I don't know that there's anywhere else that we'd need to check out around where we were. There is one hallway we didn't go all the way to the end of. But I feel like this is going to be a new thing, maybe. Maybe. Perhaps. But we've found this from a couple different directions now. So I feel like it is important. We'll take a look. There's the window. Can't see out. Can't open these doors. There's more light over here. We'll just keep going up. Because I feel like if we go... This goes pretty far up. Okay, there's something interesting over here. I don't know how interesting. Whoa. A windowed abyss. See, I could understand why folks would be complaining to the city council about this. How many abysses do you have to have at your public swimming pool? I mean, after the first, it's cute at first, but then, after you get to like this, your 17th abyss or so, it starts to be a little grating. One becomes wary. One wonders what even is happening. I'm actually just curious about this. Oh. Ah. Oh. Well, I think I see where this is going. Also, the upkeep on those windows for the Abyss. Consider the number of window washers we lose every year. I know, right? Just gonna go sacrificing window washers to the Abyss? How dare? Why would you do that? I see where this is going. I think you need every type of Abyss. Collect them all. I Sphinx. Yeah, you know, maybe they were just, you know, every time you just go to the same place for a while, you just keep going through the same drive-through. Can I have an Abyss, please? I'd like Abyss number 37. I haven't collected all the Abysses yet. Or like you just mail it. Or is this just a result of like, you know, late night drunken Amazon shopping? Do they sell Abysses there? Where do they sell the Abysses? It's a good question. I mean, I imagine, no, this is a construction project. You can't just have them delivered, can you? Or can you? You have to go down and purchase your Abyss like a sane person. From a contractor. If you have to ask, you can't afford it. Yeah, it's one of those things. Custom Abysses are really outside of my price range. Luxury custom Abysses. Would you like to have a luxury custom Abyss built? Just imagine. And we have all of these relatively normal looking doors that will not open. Ah! We passed through another layer there. I kind of wanted to check. I wanted to check this out. You'd be surprised at how affordable a custom Abyss is. Really, it's the insurance that does you in. The actual Abyss is really affordable. The actual Abyss is really affordable. Yeah, it's really just all of that, that everything going around the purchase of the Abyss. Like, you know, this, and keep telling you, you know, that it's full of existential dread, might cause you psychological damage. It's a health hazard. See? Blah, blah, blah. This is an elevator shaft. They will not let us do that. Anyway. They never let us hurl ourselves to the... I say never. That's a lie. There was once a time. You hurl yourself somewhere and they don't, and then you just go to the next level. Anyway, back over here. I have been here before. I just, for some reason, can't resist exploring every nook and cranny of this place. Which is probably not how we were meant to do this. Oh, yeah, we're back over here now. I mean, do you get the sense that we're being herded to the steps? I kind of get that sense. I feel that. I feel as though that is a thing that is happening. We've been here before, obviously, but... just that there's a... okay, like... there's a... there's this one little area we didn't check out, or I didn't check out fully, that is still bothering me. In the back of my head. Of course, I'm still kind of trying to remember how to get back there. If you step into the abyss, you won't have to worry about your health ever again. Yeah, you would think so. I'd imagine that that's the case. It is this weird thing. Hey, there's the face. There is this weird thing where it's like I keep seeing where a bunch of content is, and I'm like, okay, clearly they want us to go there, so now I want to go in the opposite direction so that I can see the Easter egg that I missed. As though there's an Easter egg there, and I know for certain. I don't know that for certain. I just... you know, every now and then... we were just here. Every now and then, you just have to look. At these spaces. And try to sort of find something you haven't seen yet. I can't explain it. This also happens when I go walking. I have this terrible curiosity. To explore every tiniest offshoot of a place. And we're back here. Okay, I give up. Let's just climb the stairs. I know what they want. I'm pretty sure I know what they want. I thought I knew what they wanted. I know what they want. They're always going to bring us back here. To this place where the stairs are, and interesting spot up here. Huh. Just hanging out amongst the flamingos. Really not safe. I do wonder if the health inspector has been in. Ah, yes, back here. This is where we are now. I can hear something. Perhaps the powers that be are growing impatient with us. I certainly would be. Ah, our old friend the elevator shaft. Wait. Is this? Yes? Oh. For goodness sake. Still breathing, eh? Yep, back here we are. Oh, I know what they want. Very simple. It involves one of the abysses. Clearly, the most important abyss they have here. Okay. This railed off? Yes. Hey. You climb higher and higher. Oh, hey. They're doing the illusions again. Now, we could slide. We saw the other end of this. We could slide all the way back down and come back up. But, you know, we know where that goes. We know where that goes. But we don't know where this goes. This was just revealed to us. It'd be rude not to accept the invitation. Okay, maybe I don't know what they want. I thought they wanted to climb up and jump into that windowed abyss. But no, they wanted to show us giant heads. Well... Hey, how's it going? Maybe not. Oh, wow. Huge! We are getting Cyclopean here. A lot of pipes. Probably never actually... This is a different space. That's a big elbow. That's so much. That's really ostentatious. I am going to complain at the next city council meeting about this. It's so much. So I guess they don't want us to jump into that giant windowed abyss. There was a way that I thought might lead up there, but we're past that now. Unless we want to go back and check it out again. But I don't think I'm going to be able to. This looks familiar for some reason. Maybe because I was looking for... Oh, hey! Yeah! They never let us have that kind of fun. Oh. Interesting. Right. Here we have a trust building exercise. Are you kidding me? So this, quite obviously, I think this might lead to the next level, possibly even, this space. Do I want to do this? I'm too curious about the freaking... I know, it's probably not going to be that important. I know it's not. You really want to go through that again? No. Like, no, I'll go back through that giant hall just to see the thing. Isn't it good to see people working together? Here we go. Does this? It does. This concludes chapter 4. Ah! I'm a little concerned about what I just caught a glimpse of to my left a second ago. Yep, there it is. These are bricks. That way is off limits. Ah, here we are. They blew all the city budget on the abysses, thought it would be a big attraction. I mean, yeah, what city is known for its abysses? Sure, there are plenty. If we take a moment, we'll probably be able to think of some. But, yeah. This is really too much for a public pool, I tell you. There comes a point. There comes a point when you have to just stop and say, this is enough. We don't need to do this with our public pools. Oh. See, like, this is a mirror of a spot we were on the first level. There was a clock on the wall, and we sat there, and this is bricked up. Ah. Yeah. So now, level 5 here, chapter 5, shows us that our options are running out. I kind of wish that I had jumped into that giant windowed abyss. But alas, I did not. Maybe I'll do it later. I actually have to find it again, that's the problem. You see, I thought that was going to be the way onto this level. Turns out, no, it was not. Yeah, interesting. Different style. Of, you know, still like public pool room, but different style of one. Slides. This is very pretty. Okay, how long have I been doing this? 2 hours almost. Okay, we're good. However, it may soon come time for us to hang it up and go, you know, have like dinner or what have you. So there's a doorway here. Ah! It's just, this kind of place is going to just drive me out of my gourd because there's so many options and I don't get to see all of them. So many different ways to go! Yeah, this level's going to take me a while, isn't it? I can sense that. I think maybe. Yeah, we're at like 2 hours. And I should probably go and do dinner. Because I've heard that people are supposed to do that. I'm gonna do a thing. But, let me just take a look up here real quick. The problem is I don't want to go too far because if I do stop while on this level, I'm just going to start back at the beginning of it again. So, oh, look at that. That's gorgeous! Look at these stairs. These are quality stairs. All right. I don't want to go too far because I have a feeling I'm going to need to tap out during this level. And the problem there, of course, being that, you know, you're going to need to, you know, if you stop, then you can't save it. You have to stop you have to start over at the beginning of the level. So I'm going to go out for a moment. Hang on. So I'm going to do this one thing that I should not be doing. My apologies if this is going to be terribly boring for folks, but here's my thought. Add level 5. I'm going to go back into level 4 real quick. Real quick. It's just this one thing. There's just this one thing that I think we're going to end with. Now knowing we can get right to level 5. There's just this one thing. One little thing that I feel an urge to take care of. Just to see if I was correct about it. And for those of you who didn't see the beginning of this level, it's weird. You start getting into these spaces where it's like you seem to be bursting out of water or through water into other places. Illusions start to show up a lot. It is a strange, strange place. Like you're passing through these different layers, these different membranes into other spaces. It's kind of nuts. But they do all go kind of in the same direction. The same idea, right? But I didn't finish exploring this level, you see. That is the issue. We did not finish. There were one or two things I felt like we needed to see. Although, yeah, there was something. There was something. I'm not sure what it was. There was something. Some spot or other that I needed to check out. I'm sure if we go too far in it, yeah, stairs. I do want to look at that, but I feel like there was a thing over this way that that I didn't get to. That I wanted to get to. But I turned around before we did. Yes, I'm remembering now. There was a room. There was one room in particular that we didn't actually explore the very end of. That I wanted to explore the end of, but we did not. Let me check something. Also, because there were two ways to get around here. You know, one in the water and one not. And I was like, was there another? No, there was no. There wasn't. Okay. There was a thing. Because they bring us back out onto the stairs, you know, out to where the stairs are. But let's see, I kind of ignored the stairs for a while. There is kind of a thing I'd like to check out with the stairs as well, but there is this spot. I just sort of, this area we wandered down. I think this is it. I think this is bringing us closer now to this place I wanted to check out. I think it is, anyway. A little area I wanted to check out. Yeah. Because we looked in all of these. But there's this opening that we really can't see into very well. But there's something here. And I would like to know what it is. Is this just where we were? Is that it? Did this just wrap around? Is that what it was? That is what it was. Okay. That's okay. Whoa. That wasn't the one thing, though. Strangely enough, I didn't see the end there. That's interesting. Fascinating. Not a problem. All roads lead to the staircases. We realized. Or ultimately they do. Here we go. Because there was something I did want to... One little thing. One little thing. I just wanted to check out. Before I'm done with this level. Altogether. Huh. I don't know if I saw this before. Huh. Maybe the other side. Probably not. And actually, because you know, you look here, we cannot climb this ladder for some reason. Huh. Interesting. I did not see that ladder before. Okay. Yeah. This was what I wanted to check out, because there was this hallway over here. And if you look up there, you can see... Well... This is what I was thinking they wanted. I was trying to give you what you wanted! But no. I feel like maybe there's no way to get up there. Because we spent a lot of time spiraling through there. Oh, hang on. Huh. Maybe. Hang on. Trying to get a little higher up. See if maybe there's a way through. Maybe. We've been here before, haven't we? I don't think they're going to let us do that. Alas. No way to leap into the abyss. Although we do keep going higher up, so maybe. Maybe, perhaps, possibly. I passed up the temptation to leap into a tube. See, there's that. There's that spot. Yeah. That leads to the next area. And then there's that tube. But there's no way further up. And there's no way to jump into that abyss. Ah, well. Sadness. Ah! Back with the flamingos again. Oh, well. I guess that's that, then. Such hopes dashed. Such sadness. I don't even know if we've been through this one. Oh, we can't. It comes from higher up and probably lands us here. Okay, I see. I understand now. Okay. Alright, so that at least shows me where everything is. Okay. Alright. No fun abyss for us. Can I get back to that room at least? Where the abyss is? Probably not. Ever get just too curious about a place? You absolutely should not be. Here we are. Welp. Yeah, I think we're gonna just leave it here. Gazing out into the windowed abyss. That we are definitely going to be calling the city council about, because this is just... I feel as though this might not be safe. I could be imagining things, but that strikes me as a little bit of a hazard. Perhaps I'm overreacting. But I don't think I am. Okay, folks, thank you very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. This has been me going crazy. Just spiraling further and further into madness. As we continue exploring these many, 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 many pools. When we asked for an infinity pool, that's not what we meant. I know, right? City Council went way overboard on that one. Thank you all very much for watching. What is happening? Well, let's see. Now, I am back to just one game right now, actually. We are no longer doing, we're right now, we're just not going to be, I'm not, right now I'm not doing the Urban Shadows game at this point. We kind of needed to step away for a bit as just long story short, I was running a different game from what it was that actually I think that was desired, and so we kind of stepped away from that. But yeah, it could be your imagination. I'm sure this is all above board. Yeah, that's right. So I mean. So and you know, it's actually, you know, it's just as well because as is often stated, you know, no game better than bad game, which I think it would have become if we tried to keep going. But right now, then, instead, we do though have a game that on this channel that I am playing in that is run on Tuesday evenings by my friend Brian. It is Lords of Gossamer and Shadow, and so that we just started. We've got a great group, and I'm very much looking forward to it continuing. So that's happening on Tuesday nights. In a couple of weeks from now, hopefully, we get Lucci back, and we'll be doing on alternate Thursdays again. The text adventure games from the 1980s. We've been working on Enchanter for a while. I think we're getting close to the end, maybe. So hopefully that'll also be happening soon. And in the meantime, I'm just, when I can, randomly playing this, or Heroine's Quest, which is it's a point-and-click RPG hybrid game in the style of the Quest for Glory series, and it's a lot of fun. And who knows? Maybe other games will happen also. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows what whims she'll just spring into my head, because I've got way too many games and I need to get through them. So we'll see how these things go. And that's going to be about it. We're probably going to go say hi to somebody when we hit the end card. There are a few people streaming right now. Trooper's streaming right now. Vivid Muse, other folks. We'll go say hi to someone. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. And that'll be when we hit the end card. In the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Take care. And do try to avoid the abysses. They are, I think, a bit hazardous. So do watch out for them. See you all of a sudden.